Hello, and welcome to another episode of That Money Lady with me, Audrey Heesch, your friendly money lady. Today, I want to talk about just kind of the end of the year and what that means, what that looks like, and how to really start preparing yourself. Because we all know the stress of tax time and getting everything together and being reactive with our finances instead of proactive. Right now is the perfect time for you to get into your finances and making sure that you have all your questions answered and you get all your entries up to date and taken care of so that tax time isn't that stressful time. This is the time where you get to really be proactive and start looking at what your position is and what you can potentially do for the end of the year to make sure that you get all the deductions that are rightfully owed to you and you're setting yourself up for success. Now, a lot of that is tax strategy. And I want to make sure I'm abundantly clear that I am not a licensed tax professional, but I do know the big things to look out for. And this is what I help my clients with is I'm like, okay, I see this, or this is what's going on, or let's talk with the CPA about this to get your overall picture and the tax strategy that's best for you. And that's the empowering part is when you're able to see the big things to get the guide be unique and specific guidance that's for you and best for you. And that takes being proactive with your finances. And this is the best time to get that going. If you, especially if you haven't been doing keeping up with it through the year, no judgment, no shame. It's a very common thing, but we want to set you up for success and get you being in that position of getting ahead instead of always feeling like you're behind with your finances. And that's a huge relief. And the relief of knowing that you're taking care of it. And I'm not diminishing the fact that it can feel very painful if this is not a subject that is really comfortable for a lot of people. We've actively, in our whole society, either shamed or villainized, or we factually see the really bad actors in our society, and it's all around money. And that carries a huge weight for the heart centered entrepreneurs that I am grateful enough to have a community of. So know that you are absolutely not alone if it's a really big challenge for you. And in a lot of ways, that was by design and not to necessarily placate you, but it's not your fault. This is absolutely by design. And we just don't teach these things. And so this is why I'm here to teach you all so that you can feel empowered with your finances and lift you up in a way that is heart-centered and making sure that you're being taken care of in a way that meets you where you're at. And that is a dying a dying thing. And so that's why I'm here is to help you understand what these pieces are to get you to that next step and that next level and feel the confidence of managing your money and not feeling the shame of making a bad decision. And well, I want to backtrack that. There still might be a time where you make a bad, quote unquote, bad choice with your finances. And there might be that level of shame because that's deeply ingrained in most of us as humans regarding our finances. So it's more of an awareness. When you feel that, you're like, that's a big icky feeling. That's a lot of shame. And call it out and let it be there. Then if you can, like allow yourself to have that space to feel that feeling and then move past it. Don't diminish your feelings. Don't pretend like they aren't there and squishy squasher them down with your mishmasher. Still allow them to be what they are. This is a process and it's a very long process. I am not here to say I have a quick fix. Anyone who says there's a quick fix, I question a lot and whether or not they're just doing a money power grab, but or maybe they do, and that's amazing too. And if that works for you, fantastic. There's no one solution that's going to work for everyone. just like everything in life, it is a myriad and a vast array of situations and circumstances and knowledge and experiences that all come together along with the rules and regulations and the laws that you have to abide by to all be a part of this beautiful web that we're a part of as entrepreneurs. And it's just acknowledging it and taking that next step. And so I really want to encourage you today, if you can, as soon as you're listening to this, take some time and look at your finances. If you have a software, start looking at it. Be like, okay, let me pull my profit and loss. What is this saying? What do I need to do? Do I know what I'm looking at? If not, book a call with me, and that's okay. It could feel like a foreign language to most people who look at it for the first time, and you just need to be shown what you're looking at. And then there's making sure that you have your W-9s. Are you all prepared for January to make sure that not only your employees having all of their W-4s all together and your payroll reporting taken care of, you also want to make sure that your W-9s are taken care of so that you can send out 1099s come January if that's applicable to you. And there's making sure that you have all your expenses covered. And maybe as the owner, you need to take out more of a draw or a bigger payroll in December. But that's going to be dependent on a wide range of factors. If as a human, like, are you on some program that you have a capped income and you can't necessarily get that additional income in order to keep your insurance? Are you looking for a loan to buy a house? You'll want your business to show a bigger profit, but still also balance making sure that your company has enough to be able to take out that draw to maintain and that income for you to show that you can do both. There, and the list goes on and on and on. Those are just two, maybe three. How many did I say? I don't know. Examples I just said. There are so many factors to take into consideration. Are you wanting to buy another machinery or this really cool program or anything else you want to spend your money on? A new computer, a camera setup, whatever that thing is for you. Maybe it's not in your best interest to put that on December or right now it's end of November. Maybe it's in your best interest to wait till January if you can. If you can't, please don't feel pressured to not get what you need for your business. But there are things you can do to start figuring out what is in your best interest and how to strategically look at these things. And again, I'm not saying I have those answers. I'm not that tax strategist, but I am really great at noticing what is going on so that you can get the help you need and answered and those questions answered from the professional that has that vast knowledge and that overview picture of your full financial picture and your full tax situation, which is also why I encourage whoever is handling your business taxes to also be handling your personal. That's not always possible, especially if you're in a multi-member partnership. So if you don't handle it that way, it's not a shame or anything of the sort. It just is an extra layer of communication and bridging that gap between those two. And that's okay, but it is easier when the tax professional is handling both of those. So that is what I have for you today. Take that step. I want to encourage you because being proactive with your finances pays off over and over and over again. Because even if it's not looking fantastic, which sometimes that's the case, you're looking at it and you're like, well, shit, that sucks. Either you're looking at a really big negative or you're looking at a really big tax bill. So whichever sort of negative you're balancing, that is a possibility. But you then get to go at it with your eyes wide open and then get the tax strategy help to figure out where you need to go or be able to plan for that tax bill that's going to come up. Because no matter what, that's going to be due in April. if you're in the United States. So, or possibly March, depending on your entity status. So let me be clear on that. But that tax bill is coming up. And filing your taxes is coming up. So let's be proactive. You can get the help you need in the year it's happening. After the fact, you cannot fix it. That is one of the caveats. And what I think is the beautiful part of what I do is the numbers are what the numbers are. Like there's no emotion to that in that sense. All the emotion is what we put into it. And so again, have those feels, be like, this sucks, or this is amazing, or any number of the wide range of emotions you could feel when you look at your finances. Don't shame yourself for that. It is what it is. And take that next step, because the numbers are what the numbers are. The IRS is still going to ask for your taxes. Your tax professional is still going to file your taxes as is. And so the part that you are in charge of is being proactive, which means making sure your books are up to date, any mistakes are corrected or fixed or taken care of, whatever that may look like for you. And you are being proactive with your end of year, making sure you have all your tax filing, your W-4s for your employees and your W-9s for your vendors. Have all of this prepared. Do this now before the end of the year. I believe in you. You can do it. As always, reach out if you have any questions. I would love to chat. I have a wonderful program where I'm a profit partner. If you're looking for that extra help and that extra set of eyes that is knowledgeable in what all these pieces are to be able to get you to that next step and to help you understand what your responsibilities are as an owner so that you can be empowered and have that money confidence that we all want. And I want this for you. So reach out. My email is Audrey, Audrey, at thegracefulpenny.com. And I look forward to seeing you. Thanks, guys. Have a lovely day. Bye.